Yes. The Intel booth is like a club when the show is over, and like we sit here, and I don't know, you can't feel it, but our bums are actually vibrating with like the bass of the music back there. And if Sasha
feel
could
the
dance,
bass.
Feel the bass.
Guys, this is our Vodafone wrap-up of the third day of IFA 2015. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for supporting us throughout the years. And this is basically our final wrap-up of the show.
It is,
because we just finished the live stream. We are about to judge the whole show.
You will sit in judgment, and we will tell you why you were bad or naughty products.
Yeah, there were some products. Okay, let's in general. What we need to do today is we need to figure out what were the
highlights.
The highlights of the show.
All right, the obvious one, the Gear S2.
Yeah. My highlight of the show. If I need to give away one award for this show, it would be the Samsung Gear S2.
And actually, to be honest, Samsung in general actually impressed me because we had the fashion division on, and they showed us what was going on with their take on wearable technology. And I thought, you know what, super innovative. Use case first, fashion first, technology follows. So Samsung in general, I think, really nailed it because the use case on the S2, it's the aha moment. Of course you should rotate the bezel for the main UI interaction. Aha! They really nailed use case. And that to me is, useful. But
that is so true.
Yeah.
Who could have expected that a Tizen OS on a smartwatch would look that good, right?
No.
I mean, right now, we're living in this iOS and Android Wear world, but with Tizen OS, we're adding a third competitor to its market, and I think it looked amazing. So if this is coming to a retailer near you, to a distribution center,
try
it out. Not sure if you should immediately buy it. No, actually, I am sure because you need to trust us on this.
Yeah.
This was by far the most sophisticated smartwatch and wearable operating system that I've seen.
You had 45 minutes with it. I had about 5. And in my 5 minutes, I just thought, this is a smartwatch that's easy for people to use. I mean, honestly, if Apple came out with this, everyone would be raving about it because it's so easy to figure out.
Yeah.
It's so easy to figure out. It's not like the Apple Watch.
It's self-explaining and innovative and intuitive.
It's self-explaining in a way that you assumed Apple actually probably would have come out with it. Not like with the Apple Watch that it takes some education to use the Apple Watch.
If Apple would have brought the Samsung Gear S2 to the market, trust me, it would have been on the front page on each and every magazine.
Newspaper.
They completely reinvented the navigation and the interaction with the wearable. I think Samsung did a bloody good job.
All right, so there was Samsung, and then to me, I kind of liked what Huawei put out with their smartwatch. I thought it was very nice looking. Yeah, it was Android Wear.
It is a beautiful watch.
And then I'm kind of sweet on the Huawei devices right now because I was just so in love with the P8.
Yeah.
Right, the Ascend Mate S, I'm not as hot on, just because the 5.5 is a little bit big for me.
Yeah.
Although it is the most popular screen size, so there are a lot of people that are going to love it. I mean, the way that it tapers in, it feels amazing in your hand. It really does. And Huawei's knocking it out of the park when it comes to having a phone that is well-built and rugged.
Yeah.
So I really have to give it to them for coming out with well-built devices, because not every manufacturer is doing that. We saw too many examples, actually, just too many examples at the show of poorly made smartphones coming in at the mid-range. Just because it's a mid-range device doesn't mean it has to be cheap feeling or cheap looking.
At the end of the day, it's all about the quality. It's all about the value and what you're getting for your money. And it's about those companies that are actually realizing this and kind of embracing their users and enveloping them in terms of, you know what, we want to make sure that you are staying our loyal customer, and this is why we, even with the $250 or 250 euros device or 300 euros device, we gonna provide and distribute quality products into our channel. This is where you're winning this competition.
And just to be clear, because I segued off to mid-range from the Huawei, the Ascend Plus is a high-end premium phone.
Yeah.
It's going to be $1,000 or something crazy like this. With the Force Touch 128 gigs, it's an expensive device, but it is. It's going to be like 1,000 euros or $1,000. Ow, ow, ow.
You saw that face, right?
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, so that's disappointing. But at the same time, there was just a landslide of mid-range phones here, and I'm not even motivated to kind of go into it, because there are just some amazing companies that are coming out with solid mid-range devices, like the Honor line. That wasn't a release here at the show, though we did have Lars from Honor here on the show, and we should recap actually. That's the most exciting thing that we've heard for after the show. Next week, Honor's going to be having a contest for their Honor Band. And if you want to win if you want to win an every Honor device for the next 5 years, you're going to offer a name for the Honor Band.
Yeah.
Right? And so, I'm not going to give away my ideas because I'm planning on winning.
How you want to call it? iPhone 6?
The Dishonor?
The Dishonor. Yeah, this just completely kicked me out of my world of talking about new technology from IFA just by this name dropping over here.
So what else happened here at the show? I mean, you actually had a real audio experience at this show.
I've had a real audio experience from an amazing company, and it's all about how to measure your environment and your room and where the speaker is, and that's all I can say.
The iPad takes the room's acoustics and then creates the perfect sound to go with that.
Maybe.
Rawr.
Yeah. You're gonna be blown away. Seriously, that was, in terms of technology, wow, like really wow. And I just can't wait to see this into the market. I just can't wait to get that package back home to Taiwan. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it each and every day. And this is another interesting software and technology layer that will change the way we're gonna listen to music and we're gonna listen to sounds in our homes. And this is actually what I prefer, because the best acoustics at the end of the day is through the best speakers that are out there. And you just don't have the best speakers on a mobile device, and you just don't have the best speakers in a $300 headphone. Let's just get this right. Even though that there are some computer mobile technology companies buying headset guys, doesn't mean that those headsets are absolutely amazing.
Okay, listen, the reason why we're getting so many amazing and innovative headsets into the market is because it's the only product left that has some margin in it for manufacturers. You guys should just know that. Don't get sucked in.
I mean, this is what you're getting here at IFA, right? You are getting this kind of whole, just, it's starting at A as audio.
Oh no, we're going to be here for 20 minutes. I think selectively comes up with the entire alphabet.
No. Well, just to let you know, this amazing portfolio of companies, of different products, of different industries, different markets, that is absolutely amazing what's happening on IFA. It's a public show, and this is the only show in the world where the customers can actually try out the latest gadgets.
And it's for the customers. So we're used to going to all these trade shows where it's just for geeks and you try to get the geeks in, but really it's an industry-focused show. Here, the stands are just fun and packed in, and they have putting contests, and they have tattoos for children, and all of these things that you're like,
it's like a big happening. It's like a technology happening. And finally, it is a technology happening, because technology starts in hall 1.1 and it ends in hall 26 or 27. Yeah. 10 years ago, we've had technology in between hall 21 and 27.
Yeah.
And before that, it was just
But I mean, the thing that really blew me away about this show that I think Germany should actually be very proud of is that they're pitching the products, of course, right? But it's more immediate than getting you excited about the potential of buying this. It's about encouraging you to make a decision right now, right? If you're choosing to buy something, this is what you immediately want to choose between. And somehow, the show had this real sense that I haven't seen from other shows about Internet of Things and the real consumer, because IoT is something that we all throw around, that we're all going to live with connected devices, of course, but it's not something that the real average person is really going to bring in to their homes. But we started seeing, like, on the high level, I mean, you can now use an Android Wear watch with a smartphone. That announcement didn't happen at IFA, but it happened during the week of IFA, right? So all the people who released their products, now you kind of got that, aha, I'm not locked into just one ecosystem. Right. And then we started seeing this kind of trickle-down effect from the appliance manufacturers, where they went, you know what? We just increased the dampening technology of our washing machines, that this thing is going to last you 20 years. And oh, by the way, here's the motherboard of the washing machine that we're going to be also, you know what, that's also there, and we're also going to be upgrading that we're going to ensure that the entire thing is good. And so this gives the consumer now a confidence that I think was missing, because there was this sense that, of course, there was a built-in obsolescence to all things technology, that you're going to have to refresh your devices in, well, smartphones in 18 months, and your washing machine maybe 5 to 7 years, your TV, you need one next year, right? And this Internet of Things thing just supported the fact that you were going to have to buy again next year or again in 5 years, and that's gone this show. This is the first time that the consumer actually, I think, has some confidence to invest into that concept of IoT and the connected home.
This Internet of Things thing. That's quite interesting. But I totally agree with you, Nicole, because now the different industries are on the edge of making this digital transformation. I know we've been constantly coming up with this buzzword, but it's true. I think that's the best way to describe what's happening in these industries and on these markets on a global scale. The infrastructure is there, the networks are there, and the technology is ready to go into all these devices, to make things smart, to connect things to the internet, and not only to be able to do that, which would be more of a proof of concept or a proof of technology or a technology demo, but to make sense, to really provide the data that make your life easier, that gives you more data and creates more awareness about the things that are happening around you. And this is where it's really getting interesting, and where you can finally, address this to your customers and tell them, hey, listen, we have something for you that is different. You've never seen anything like this before, and it's going to change your life for the next 10, 20 years.
That your products are upgradable.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Tesla, you're waiting for the next upgrade on your car. When do you upgrade your car when you're not doing aftermarket stuff to it? I mean, this is the thing, right? That you can have confidence in what you're doing, that you will be able to go into the future, and that it will actually change your life in a way that's useful. Yeah. I think maybe that's also something that I took away from the show, that Germans are incredibly use case oriented.
Are they? We saw this. Yeah, we saw this here on the first night during the Deichkind concert. What kind of use case was that? No, yeah, it's about being practical and
practical.
That's the word. And rational and efficient.
Efficient.
Yeah.
No, but it is true. It's about being efficient with your time.
It is like a German telling you, why should I put this technology into my car, into my laundromat? What does it do for me?
Yeah.
Does it make it any? Am I going to save time?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And therefore, I think, guys, thank you so much. That's the best way to wrap it up. by connecting this to a little bit of German mentality, because that's exactly what's going to happen with the latest technology. It's going to make our life more efficient. This is the third day of our Vodafone IFA 2015 wrap-up. This is Nicole Scott.
And this is Sasha Pallenberg.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you 2016.